Hello, welcome back. So if you came from my Texas vlog, you would know that I had to catch a red eye on Christmas morning to head to North Carolina. My Christmas Eve flight had been delayed by 9 hours before finally being canceled. So here I am. I had a 6 a.m. flight to Raleigh. This is me flying in. This is my first time here, and I'm on the way to my aunt and uncle's house. I arrived around 11:30 and we had a Christmas party to go to around 5 p.m. later in the day. So we just spent a little bit of time driving around. They were showing me the neighborhoods and then we went home. I had some of my uncle's homemade biscuits with milk and tea, and then I took a fat nap until we had to go to the party. We spent hours eating, talking, laughing, drinking, dancing, exchanging presents. It was such a good night, honestly. Oh my god. And this was like the first of several parties that we were doing. I also spent a lot of time driving around sightseeing with family, and one of the things that stuck out to me about North Carolina was the larger tree population. Admittedly, I was actually a little overwhelmed. I just wasn't used to so many trees, especially in all of the residential areas. Everything was more spread out, it wasn't as pedestrian friendly, and the wooded areas were just a lot denser. Everything was more lush, the foliage was thicker, and there's just so much greenery. And in California, we're known for our forests and redwoods, but I just was not used to all of it in places that people live in. I'm definitely like a big city girl, that sort of thing. So yeah, it took a little bit to get used to. I signed up for a 1 week pass at a local gym, and can you believe it? This is the first time since 2020 since I've had a gym membership. So it was really fun and exciting just to get back into lifting heavier weights instead of my usual home workouts. I took advantage of the sauna, which was very welcome in this cold weather, and it felt good to sweat out all the holiday food I was eating. But speaking of holiday food, we went to a barbecue place and I enjoyed it, but I had just come from Texas, so my assessment of this barbecue was already going to be biased. I still enjoyed it, but I did miss Texas a little bit more after the meal. We hosted another Christmas party, and my uncle asked me if I liked his cooking better or my dad's cooking better, but like, oh my god, don't put me on the spot like that. But anyway, look at this. Feast your eyes. Oh my god, it was delicious. On one of the days, I went grocery shopping with my cousin to pick up a few things for dinner. She made this roasted vegetable, grilled chicken, noodle bowl with this really creamy, curry, coconutty broth. Oh my god, it was delicious. The next day, my uncle took me fishing. Well, he went fishing, and I took the opportunity to take some cool photos of him. But he was so focused, he kept changing spots. There was one point where I had set up the camera and just to turn around and see him walking away. But it was so pretty out there. The water was so calming. The sun felt so good. And yeah, I'd never been fishing before, so this was really cool. We also attended a letting go year-end ceremony at the one Buddhist temple. I wish I had more footage of this because it was a very healing experience. There was meditation and also a fire burning ritual for letting go of our worries and pains from the year. About to go for a run and explore the neighborhood. It's New Year's Day, so it's kind of quiet. And after I finish my run, we're gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna head up to Raleigh to explore. So I think it'll be a pretty good New Year's Day. Man, I really don't want to be fucking running right now. Oh my god. It's gonna be such... Oh, fuck. Booker Creek. Yeah, so one thing I'm not really used to is sidewalks being only on one side of the street. Not entirely sure why. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the most walkable neighborhood because sometimes the sidewalk just ends. And yeah, and then it sort of just leads into this road that doesn't have sidewalks and doesn't feel very pedestrian friendly. Yeah, and I just had cars speed past me, so yeah, not entirely sure how I would run comfortably all the time in this neighborhood. So this was the second leg of my 3-part winter trip. It wasn't about doing anything big or exciting. It was about slowing down and enjoying things I don't get to often. And that was spending time with family I don't see often. I wanted to slow down time for things I know time will accelerate once I leave. You know, people grow older, kids grow up, and people naturally just move away and things look different. So I just really wanted to cherish these new memories. North Carolina felt different in ways I didn't expect. It was fuller, slower, more rooted. I got to focus on movement, meals. And more rice, according to my aunt. I'm leaving with my heart and stomach full, rested and recharged, and ready for my next adventure. I'm headed solo to Sedona, Arizona, so I'll see you there.